was actually starting to create pieces that were more my style, that were more abstract. I was finding my own niche, and I was completely against exhibiting it. And the response that I received was overwhelming for me because I did not expect any of it. And so that year was just paintings. The following year were paintings and photographs. And I said, okay, well, I am willing to put it up on sale this year. We'll see what comes out of it. And I sold so much work, and I did not expect that. The year after, at the same fair, I was represented by my institute and another gallery. And I had commercial success, and I sold from both the booths. So I said to myself that, I need to put the photographs and paintings together. I think I'm probably doing something right. And, this is great. And I was just very excited. And I had done Dubai for about 5 years. And then I realized that I want to take this out of Dubai. And there was a Spanish magazine that featured me, and another gallery got in touch with me. And then, one thing led to another. And Scope happened last December. And then Hong Kong happened. And then just meeting people, being out there, showing my art to the world. The people loved the way they loved the concepts, and the way it was received was the most incredible feeling in the world. I don't think anything comes close to that. And I think that definitely shifted in me, and I'm now very excited about the fairs where I exhibit. And yes, there's always a fear that, everyone's going to hate your work. But so far, it's actually, I've received a lot of love. It's actually been a great journey.
And to our listeners, you've tuned into the TE Spotlight, and I'm speaking with an amazing artist. Her name is Akshita. And full disclosure, I'll share with the listeners, Akshita, what I shared with you beforehand. As I was preparing for today's interview, I looked over your list of places that you showed, and I said, okay, she's been here. Oh, okay, cool. She did Miami. She did Dubai. She's done Hong Kong. Oh, she did New York. Wait a minute. I know her. I've seen her work before. And it was this moment of this is so amazing, right? You were part of a group show that happened at the Anushi Project Gallery here in New York City, which for people who are New Yorkers or don't know New York, it's all the way on the west side of Manhattan. It's like in between Avenue 10 and Avenue 11 on 26th Street. And it's a wonderful gallery because they do so many abstract and avant-garde things. And so without even looking at any of your pieces coming into this, I thought back to that and I said, okay, I know who she is as an artist. I get it. I got it. Because I remember going to that show and seeing the work and saying, this is like walking in a dream. And so hearing you describe your artwork like dreamlike, I'm saying to myself, yep, absolutely. Yep, I get it. Yes, I feel it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, I'm going to thank you. I'm going to thank you for moving out of your own way and allowing yourself to have the courage to show it to the world, because you're bringing such beauty to the world that would be missed if you doubted yourself. So thank you for believing in yourself. And to our listeners, I hope you heard that, like believing in yourself, moving that self-doubt out of the way. Good things can and do happen. And so I hope everyone is taking away from that, because it's not very often that you speak to an artist and you get an artist's journey. Right? A lot of you artists are reclusive. You like to let your art speak for itself, and you don't speak for it. So it's so refreshing to speak to you.
I actually, I've heard that so much. I remember someone said, I actually love working with her because she's very hands-on and she's got this really strong side to her where she communicates and, she doesn't miss deadlines and things. And I said, there's some perks of also attending business school, right? So it kind of helps
Absolutely.
me not becoming a complete recluse and like coming back to reality.
That's the business background marrying the art, which I think is a great marriage to have. The business and the art world, you're able to do both things at the same time. That's beautiful. And speaking of using that business background and using that art, here's one of the most amazing things about your journey. I got this from speaking to you. You're a person who believes in putting beauty into the world and giving back. So you founded your own foundation. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely. So I started a foundation in 2015 called the Dua Foundation. And I started by working with physically challenged young adults. Unfortunately, in Bombay, beyond the 8th grade, they have very little opportunities. Even something as basic as finishing high school is almost a luxury for some of them. So I would go to that school pretty often, and we would organize art exhibitions and art shows to encourage the kids to let out their creativity in some manner. And once they were finishing the 8th grade, they said to me, we don't know what to do, and why don't you think of something? And I thought to myself, why don't I start a foundation so we could do it in an organized manner? And they come home and we all eat together. So the environment is more casual, and they feel like it's almost family. And we create art. Once they create art, I convert their art on products like mugs and coasters and frames and different household products. And then we've organized exhibitions where we sell these products, and all of the proceeds from those sales go back to the children, out of which one of the young boys who suffers from cerebral palsy wanted to study animation, and he's almost finishing his animation school now, and he had the opportunity to study, and I was so grateful that we were able to help him in some manner. And I believe there are a lot of NGOs, a lot of foundations, a lot of trusts who are trying to do great work, but the best thing that you can do for these young adults is connect with them on a personal level. So I have a group on WhatsApp where we all of us post first thing in the morning. They post in the evening. If some of them are having a bad day, they try and communicate in English and speak to me. I meet them once or twice a month, and we have English workshops for them, which helps them in their communication. And it's been beautiful, and that also led me to work with these young girls who are rescued from human trafficking, and do a little bit of art therapy with them. So I do that once in a while as well, and it's a beautiful experience because a lot of these young adults are so talented and they still have so much enthusiasm to start fresh. So we're kind of like, we're a small foundation, but we're kind of like a one-stop shop. We work with an old age home, we work with these young kids, we work with these girls, and we're part of a lot of animal causes where we sponsor a lot of animal operation and things like that. So we're a small foundation, but we believe that we need to touch one life at a time.
And this is called the Dua Foundation, spelled D-U-A Foundation.
That's right.
And do you have a website for the foundation if someone wanted to find out more information, maybe make donations to you? How could they find you online?
So they can send me an email on my email address, and I can share all of the details with them. And my email is Gandhi Skill, Gandhi, Gandhi, Skil, all small, all one word, Gandhi Skill, single L, @gmail.com.
That's perfect. It's sometimes painful when you hear stories about people being disenfranchised, because it's always the most vulnerable of us who suffer the most and they don't have opportunities. But when someone like yourself
Yes.
and brings hope, it's so refreshing to know that there are people like you out there. You could be doing so many other things, but you prioritize this and you feel that this is important. So I'm so excited that you have committed your time to helping people and to sharing your art with the world. That being stated, I'm sure people want to follow you. They want to know more about you. You shared your email address. What's your social media? How can they find you online? How can they connect with you? Do you have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that?
Yes, absolutely. So I am on Instagram. My Instagram handle is I am Akshita Gandhi. IAM AKSHITA, Akshita GANDHI. I am Akshita Gandhi is my Instagram handle, and I'm on Facebook as Akshita Gandhi, AKSHITA, capital GANDHI, Akshita Gandhi. It's one word on Facebook, and I'll be very happy to connect with whoever would like to connect with me and find out more.
Perfect. I always ask people on the TE Spotlight to leave us with a little bit of wisdom. So if I walked into a gallery and I looked at one of your artworks, what would you want me to take away from that? What is your message to me?
My message to you would be that we need to continue dreaming. And we need to continue having hope. And we need to believe in that child within ourselves. And we have to stop taking life so seriously. And we have so much chaos in the world and so much happening around us that we don't need negativity and judgment and criticism. What we need is literally a little bit of pixie dust and a little belief in magic.
A little pixie dust and a little belief in magic is what I keep in my notebook as I walk down the street. So I'm excited about this right here. Ladies
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Akshita. She's an amazing artist. You will find in the notes for this podcast all of her social media information as well as her email address for you to connect with her directly about her upcoming project shows as well as her foundation, the Dua Foundation. Thank you so much for being on the TE Spotlight today.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. Thank you. It's been my pleasure entirely. Thank you.
And to the listeners, thanks for tuning in to the TE Spotlight. Until next time, take care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get the idea. 55 more seconds of me talking to you when you could be speaking to potential new customers. For only $5, you can permanently add your ad to this or one of our many other podcasts. That's every download, every stream, every live listen, everywhere in the world. All you need to do is visit us online at tomasinent.com. That's TOMASIANENT.com. And click on the services link at the top of the page. Check out our advertising opportunities and our other services as well, all starting at only $5. 51, 52, 53, 54. But you get the idea. Now get your message out there. Thanks for listening to the TE Spotlight. Support today's guest by following the links provided in this episode's description and follow them on social media as well. Subscribe to the TE Spotlight on Spreaker, iTunes, TuneIn, iHeart, or your favorite podcast catcher app. Stay connected with Tomasin Entertainment on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at TOMASIANENT. I hope today's Spotlight has made your world a little brighter. Until next time, this is Tomas, and this has been the TE Spotlight.